Good evening, everyone. It's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. Tonight is New Year's Eve. And so first, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a very happy New Year's Eve. And let's hope that in 2023, all of this crap is over. And finally, the city and the unions and the MLC will understand that as a retired person, we earned and paid for our benefits and learned that they are not for sale. Fingers crossed. Because all of this argument comes down to the next 2 weeks. Because the MLC was pretty successful, I guess, at convincing Carmen DeLaRosa, the chair of the Civil Service and Labor Committee, that the Shineman Report that was paid for by both the OLR and MLC is an actual decision. I guess it wasn't read through completely to realize it is not binding on the city council, and it sure as hell is not binding on the retirees. So, she is going to be bringing the bill that they drafted, which you've all seen, to the floor on January 4th. You can go if you'd like to go, but it's not required. We believe that the most important dates for our attendance is going to be January 9th and January 19th. We will prepare you for the 9th, which will be the hearing, because you will be able to provide testimony, both in person and written. And the 19th is supposed to be the vote that the city will take on that measure. And we believe you need to be at both events. So please plan accordingly to be there. We will start to put out more information as we get a little bit closer, and then help you be able to prepare for testimony should you choose to provide it. Make sure you understand that being there, you'd probably be there all day. Bring a snack, and if you need a pillow, because those chairs are absolutely awful. But we have homework for you. So today is New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is New Year's Day, Sunday. Sunday and Monday, we are going to ask you to email the list of all of the people on the Civil Service and Labor Committee. We will provide you with their email addresses and phone numbers. But because it's Sunday, Monday, and Monday's a holiday, you can please just email them on a daily basis. Starting Tuesday, everyone's back to work. You will email and call them on a daily basis. And the message to them is going to be quite simple. Why would you change the law that you believe is going to protect people from the mayor threatening to eliminate all plans, when you changing the code is going to do the same exact thing? Why would you put yourself in that situation? The mayor wants to do this dirty work. Let him do it on his own. Don't let him use you to do it. We want them to understand that this code protects all of us, both workers, active workers, and retirees equally. The proposed amendment is going to create haves and have-nots, classes of individuals. And that should never happen. We moved away from that in the 60s, not to go back to it in 2023. So we want to make it crystal clear that the members of the city council have to understand that this code protects all of us. That this Shineman Report is nothing but a paid piece of propaganda. It is not binding. It is definitely not legally binding. And he has no jurisdiction over us or them. He can just purely make a recommendation or an opinion. And there's a few reasons for that. In his, what they claim is his, provides his authority, is the 2014 and 18 MLC agreements. But you see, in 2021, the city wrote a letter to the mayor and provided in testimony that everything that it was agreed to in the 18 agreement had been met. Also, he was only provided with the ability to mediate issues between the two parties. We're not a party. And right now there's no issue between the parties. They both equally agree to screw us. And the Medicare Advantage issue only came about in paragraph 5. His authority is only for paragraphs 1 to 4. He has no jurisdiction. Further, to show you that this man has absolutely no authority, when Aetna sued the city of New York over the negotiated acquisition process, the city took the position that Martin Shineman is not an arbitrator, but he was just simply a consultant. So which is it? What does he want to be today? What does the city want him to be today? So your message is going to be clear to the city council. You are going to start to email them over the next 2 days. And when business opens up on Tuesday, you will be emailing and calling on a daily basis. We are going to provide you with a little message that you can use, and feel free to tailor it to your own talking points. But basically, you're going to let them know, why do this? The mayor's going to do this without you doing this. Why would you put yourselves in the ire of the retirees and other active workers that live in your district? Because you doing this are going to harm us. We have been quite successful in court, and we are going to continue to be quite successful in court as long as the city council doesn't amend the administrative code that we have won our case on in Supreme Court, was affirmed by 5 more justices unanimously in the appellate court. And this is a sheer scare tactic. So we are going to post this and email this. Please share it and keep sharing it. If you are on our Twitter and our Instagram and our Facebook, please share it and tag your friends. And tag city council members every single time you make a comment. And let this thing keep going viral. I want to make sure that you know people are listening. They're watching. Start doing this tomorrow on Sunday after breakfast. Make sure you know that we are all behind you and that you are on our side. Whether you're active or you're retired, we are all fighting for you. And we appreciate you being on this road with us. The ups and downs, the crazy anxiety, the threats, and everything else. That is why you have a team. So, get to your homework. Prepare for the 9th and the 19th. We will see you there. We will prepare you for your hearing on the 9th and prepare you for your testimony. You have a great night. And don't worry. They're going to hear that we earned and paid for our benefits and they're not for sale. Trust me. Have a great evening.